Harrell Insurance Group. Contact us today for auto, home, life, business, health, Medicare, long-term care. Harrell Insurance Group, 440-232-9041, or Janet at harrellinsurancegroup.com. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I'm Audrey Wiggins, and welcome to another webisode of the Audrey Wiggins Show. We're here today in the studio with Adrienne Chavers, also known as Miss Rawlicious and some other things. She's going to tell us and teach us all about being raw. It's not what you think it is. Adrienne, thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to come spend it with us.
Thank you so much, Audrey, my sister queen. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you. Yes, absolutely. I want to give our audience a little bit of background about you. I have your bio in front of me, and it says you're affectionately known as Lady AJ, and you're the healthy lifestyle coach, as well as a certified, what is that, reboundologist?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what does that mean exactly?
All that is, you know, the mini trampoline that you can bounce on.
Okay.
What I do is I teach people different bounces, because when you're bouncing on that trampoline, you get a full lymphatic flush,
Wow.
which is very important for the body.
Okay,
So, yeah.
That's fantastic. So we're learning something new. So everyone go out and buy one of these, okay? We'll have a link for you at the end of the show. Now, she's actually retired from the position of executive assistant to the executive director and client rights officer at the Crisis Intervention and Recovery Center in 2007. After 20 years of service,
Yes.
That's awesome. She embarked on a new career in the field of health and wellness in 2008. And she founded A More Excellent Way Health Ministry, where she taught the principles of taking care of the mind, body, and spirit. She received her health minister credentials from Hallelujah Acres in Shelby, North Carolina, and was featured in the Hallelujah Acres Health Ministers newsletter, which is distributed worldwide. Now we want to get right on into our interview,
All right.
Adrienne. So tell us more about how this journey began.
Oh my goodness, Audrey, how did it begin? Let me try to condense
How much time
this.
do we have?
Yeah, let me try to condense this. In the 1990s, I was not healthy. I was overweight by about 60 pounds, had bad eating habits, and just not happy with my life. And so in 2000, I married the love of my life, Warren Chavers, and I started on this journey to healthy eating, but I didn't have anybody to help me.
Okay.
And so I was power walking in the park. This was probably in 2001, and I had started changing how I ate a little bit. And the Lord spoke to my heart. He said, Adrienne, what are the first 4 letters of healthy? And I said, heal. And then he said, well, what are the first 3 letters of diet? And I said, die. And he said, I want you to teach people how to take care of the body. And I immediately said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not certified, I don't.
Right.
So fast forward to 2006, and I finally said, okay. And I had been doing some research, I had tried some different diets and was successful on them, but I didn't continue on them, and I would regain the weight back. So that's when I came across Hallelujah Acres, which is Hallelujah Diet and Lifestyle, which is 80% raw, 20% cooked.
Wow.
So I would have 1 cooked meal a day. And so I started studying with them and got my certification there. And from that point on, I was starting to teach about healthy eating. So back in the 1990s, fast forward to 2000, and then bam, here we go.
Looking wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, what do you teach in your? Are there classes, workshops? How does it actually come together?
Well, I used to have what I call inspirational groups. I don't like to use the word support group. And I would do those once a month at our church. My husband is a retired pastor after 35 years,
Wow.
founding pastor. So we would do the classes at our church. And then I got away from that because I wanted to do one-on-one coaching, sharing with people about how to take care of the body. And I speak, to churches, organizations. I've done some private chefing, things like that. But I really like to talk to people about keeping it simple, how you can get on a healthy eating and lifestyle track. So that's what I do. People have me come in, I talk on the phone, I Skype, whatever is needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know, this a trend or craze going on now about the green smoothie cleanses and,
Yes.
and diets people are losing weight.
Yeah.
What's your take on that, or how does it fit into what you do?
Well, you
Or
know
not?
what? It fits into what I do, but like you said, there's a craze. And we have to look at this as it's a lifestyle change. I don't believe in saying diet. You know, I say healthy eating and lifestyle.
Yes.
So it's important to get those live foods in your body because your body is a live being. And so, yeah, I do like the green smoothies, the juicing, all of that. But you have to remember, I believe that it's a lifestyle. You're not just going to do it to release weight. I don't say lose weight.
Okay.
Because when you lose something, you lose your keys, you lose your wallet, you want to find it.
Right.
So when we're losing weight, a lot of times our mindset hasn't changed and we can regain that weight. So if you're releasing weight, then you are in control and you're letting go.
Okay.
So, but yeah, there is a trend, you know, a craze, and I try to get people out of thinking like that and say I'm making lifestyle changes.
Yes, because on one post I saw where the person, had did it, and now I can go back to, I'm like, no, you can't go back.
You can't. But I want to say this, and I'm looking at the camera, I am not the food police. So remember that, because I tell people I am 80% raw. I'm trying to get to 100% raw, but that's a process. Yet you can still be healthy if you're not 100% raw, even 80% if you're eating whole foods.
Okay.
If you're staying away from the processed foods. What are processed foods? Processed
packaged
foods.
Cakes with high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those yet? We're in the studio, your office.
Yeah, but anything in a can, a box, or a bag is processed foods.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay.
Well, you just changed all of our lifestyles. Confessions, you food police, you would have us all lined up outside getting into handcuffs or lip cups, one or the other.
Lip cups, I like
Right.
that.
Yeah. So, tell us what your typical meal is that you eat.
My typical meal, I do not eat breakfast. I do my smoothies or I'll do my juices. And there's a difference between a smoothie and a juice.
Okay.
When you're doing a smoothie, you're actually using a blender and you're blending your vegetables and your juices so you get the fiber.
Okay.
When you're juicing, you're actually putting the juice through a machine that extracts the juice. So I'll either do my juices or my smoothies, and then my first meal of the day is usually lunch. And that's when I'm eating a huge salad, or sometimes I'll make like a raw lasagna or something like that. So that's my first, meal of the day. And then my snacks usually are nuts, seeds, other juices, smoothies. And then in the evening, if I'm going to eat cooked food, that's when I eat my cooked meal. So yeah.
Well, let me ask you, because you said you didn't eat breakfast, but in the morning you're still doing the smoothie or the juice during the breakfast time frame.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because people think that they have to skip, I can't eat breakfast, or I only eat 2 meals a day.
It's important, because you want to keep your blood sugars, stable. And I have been one that I didn't used to eat at all because breakfast would make me nauseated. And I don't know why. But then when I started, changing my eating habits and drinking the smoothies, my stomach was able to tolerate that.
Okay.
So that's my breakfast per se. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So what about vitamins? Do you take additional supplements with that, even though you're eating raw?
I do vitamin D, which is very important. And then I do a complex B vitamin.
Okay.
But the other thing that I do, and I always tell people, if you don't do anything else I say, green smoothies, juicing, and then reducing your oxidative stress. So I take something called Protandim, and it's a nerve 2 activator. It's really not a supplement, but it reduces your oxidative stress. So I do my vitamin D, my B complex, my Protandim, and then trace minerals are very important for the body. So I actually take a liquid trace mineral, and that's it.
Okay. But it sounds simple. So how can we get involved and start this journey ourselves? What would you suggest?
Okay. What I would suggest is actually starting with green smoothies.
Okay.
You know, and a very, very simple green smoothie recipe is take 2 handfuls of spinach, a frozen banana, the ripest banana that there is, and I peel my bananas, put them in the freezer.
Yes, yes, me
So
too.
yeah, so 2 handfuls of spinach, frozen banana, and then a cup of any type of frozen fruit that you want.
Okay.
And then you can put water, maybe 2 cups of water, or if you like almond drink or rice drink or coconut milk, a cup of that, put it in a blender and drink and blend it and drink that. So I encourage people to start with smoothies. A lot of times people say, well, I'm just gonna go, as I call, cold broccoli. I tried that, it didn't work. It didn't work for me because I would just fall off the wagon and say, oh, just forget it. So just starting with the green smoothies and then start eliminating bad foods.
Let me back up for a minute.
Sure.
You said cold broccoli as in cold turkey?
Yeah.
Is that, okay. I just want to make sure I understood.
Yeah, you
That's
got
one of my
it.
favorite veggies. Though.
Yeah. So that's what I say. Start with the smoothies, and then start eliminating some of the bad foods that are easy to give up.
Okay.
For me, what was easy to give up was sugary desserts, and so I would replace those with something healthy. An example, cake. I'm sorry, that was easy for me. but that was easy for me, you know.
Yeah.
And so I would replace that with either gluten-free cake, or I made almond rolls, and all I did was take some raw almonds, put them in the food processor, put a little bit of raw coconut nectar, blend it up, and then I would roll it in coconuts and put it in the refrigerator, freeze it for about an hour, and then you've got little coconut.
That sounds tasty.
Yeah, so you just start to replace small things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to make a comment too. You mentioned gluten cake. One of our associates has to have gluten-free. That's on a gluten-free diet.
Yeah.
And they brought cake, and I really could not taste the difference.
Right.
And I don't have to eat that way, but I thought, why not eat that way? So when the holiday came for Thanksgiving, I made a pumpkin, cake, and then I made a gluten-free chocolate cake.
Good.
And nobody could tell the difference. I waited till they ate it, then I told them.
Yeah, that's the key. That's what you do.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Gosh. So now we were talking about our diet, or excuse me, our eating, our lifestyle, healthy eating. What about integrating our movement, our exercise?
Exercise is so important, and in my book, Keep It Simple, I talk about the 10 things that the body needs, and one of them is exercise. And this is so important for the heart. Our heart is a muscle, and what happens when you don't use your muscles? You use them, rather you lose the elasticity, if I'm saying that right.
Yes.
And they're not as strong. And so if you do exercise, you're strengthening the heart muscle.
Okay.
And that's why I encourage people to do rebounding, because that's something you can do in your house. I rebound in front of the TV, I rebound listening to music or reading. And the wonderful thing about rebounding is if you jog on a mini trampoline for 10 minutes, it's like running on the road for 30.
Oh, I can do that.
Yes, and less shock to the body.
Yeah, running is very strenuous.
Yeah.
Years ago, I was saying years ago, but it literally was.
Yeah.
We used to run and jog, and I gave that up. It was on a hill walker. That was just, that was really bad for me.
Yeah, and power walking is similar. You'll get that lymphatic flush if you're power walking and moving the arms, just like you would with rebounding. But exercise is so important, and like we're told, a minimum of 30 minutes a day. You can break it up, but it's really important.
Okay.
Yeah.
What other advice would you give offer to us for a healthy lifestyle?
Well, 10 things that the body needs, and I'll go through them quickly. I've got my glasses.
You brought them in
here.
your because you brought your book with us,
Yes,
and Keep It Simple by Adrienne Chavers. I'm going to make sure you pick this up. And where can we get your book, Adrienne?
You can actually go online to my website. It's rawlicious.com, and you can order it there. Or if you want the ebook copy, it is in iBook stores. I believe Amazon is probably the less expensive of the iBook stores, but you can get the ebook copy and download it to your tablet. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
We're talking about 10 things that the body needs. If I were to encourage someone to start on a healthy lifestyle, I would talk about these 10 things. The first thing, and not necessarily in this order, but you need live food in your body. The body is alive, so that's getting those raw fruits and vegetables through smoothies, through juicing, through dehydrated foods, things like that. So you need live food. You need cleansing and elimination. If you are not, and I'm sorry, this is graphic, if you're not having a bowel movement at least 2 to 3 times a day and 30 minutes to an hour after you eat a meal, that means that your body is toxic.
Wow.
And so you really need the elimination. Then cleansing the body. Believe it or not, there are people who say, well, I only take a shower once a week or a couple times a week and don't shower from head to toe. And that's your body's way of getting rid of toxins as well. So raw food, cleansing, and elimination.
Okay. What page are we on here?
We're on page 37.
Okay, let me open it. Okay.
And you also need fresh air and sunshine. And I do a little exercise with people to teach them how to breathe from the diaphragm, because we usually do shallow breathing from the chest. And you also need sunshine, a minimum of 15 minutes a day of sunshine. And I'll get, if it's too cold outside, I'll stand in the doorway or, make sure that I'm getting that sun. And then you also need exercise, as we talked about. You need water, and there's a saying that says the solution to pollution is dilution. So you really need to hydrate the body and drink half your body weight in water. So a minimum of 8 glasses or half your body weight in water. And then stress management, it's so important to keep stress at a minimum. And I'll tell this quick story. There was a situation involving my son and his former wife, and they were at a grocery store, and somebody, this woman was trying to pull my daughter-in-law, I call her daughter-in-love, out of the car. And so the police were there, and my husband and I were on our way to Bible study. We got a call, come over to the grocery store. I won't say the name. So we went there, police everywhere. My son did not get arrested, neither did my daughter-in-law, because it wasn't their fault. But this freaked me out so bad, I started hyperventilating.
Wow.
Next thing I know, I'm on the ground. They put me in the paramedics, take me to the hospital. My blood pressure was 180 over something.
Wow.
And they said, when's the last time you've had a stress test? Now, I'm a healthy eater. I eat pretty clean. And so I said, it's been years. So they kept me overnight and decided they wanted to do a heart cath. So the next day, I'm watching TV at 6 o'clock in the morning, and Joyce Meyer was on TV, and she was teaching on You're Not Superwoman.
Wow.
And I thought about that, and I said, I'm sitting up here, laying up here in the hospital. All that drama is still going on. It wasn't even my drama.
Right.
And I'm here in the hospital. And so I had to learn how to manage my stress. And with me managing my stress, understanding that I can't control everything. I can only control me. So that's very important, managing your stress. The next thing you need to do is keep your emotions in check. And your body, depending on what you're going through, it affects different organs in the body. There was another situation where our church was going through some issues, and I called my doctor because I was having pain in this area, and he's a holistic doctor friend. And so he didn't know what was going on with our church, but I was just telling him what I was feeling, and he said, Adrienne, what are you so angry about? Because it's affecting your liver.
Wow.
So another one of those aha moments, I said, okay. And I had to think, and I had to realize that I had to forgive some people for some things that were going on concerning our church and get my emotions in check.
Wow.
And then you need to reduce your oxidative stress, and we talked a little bit about that. And then the 10th thing is you need rest and sleep, a minimum of 7 to 8 hours per night. And there's 3 stages of sleep. And so it's very important. If you are averaging 2 to 3 hours a night, that's not good for your body. Between the hours of, I believe it's 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is when the body cells are regenerating.
Wow. So
So you really need to get that rest. So those are the 10 things that the body needs.
now, can you answer some questions though about sleep? They always say 7 to 8. How can you make yourself get
What I encourage people to do is an hour to 2 hours before you go to sleep, you just need to be in chill mode. And that doesn't mean watching reality TV. I'm a reality
Drama
junkie.
TV, you mean?
Yes. I tape everything. My husband looks at me like, Adrienne, what is wrong with you? And then you're hyped. If you're watching TV, you're anxious, especially if you're like me and you're talking to the TV.
Right, yes, yes.
So I encourage people an hour or two before you're going to go to sleep, chill mode, put some relaxing music on, have some tea. Chamomile tea is really good. And meditate, and read things that are positive.
Okay.
And so you can relax so that when it's time to actually close your eyes, it's easier to go to sleep. And with the product I talked about, the Nerve 2 Activator, one of the things that people tell me when they take this product is they sleep better and they have more energy. So that's how I just kind of calm down. I do something called praise moves, which is a Christian alternative to yoga.
Yes.
And so, exercise like that, stretching, that helps with relaxing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And Adrienne, I have to say, you are a bold, rawlicious woman. Your hair. The first time I met you, I'm like, this woman is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. If I could just share about my testimony with that. I have a diagnosis called alopecia, and that is when the autoimmune system attacks the hair follicles.
Okay.
So a lot of people, they lose their hair inside of weeks or months. Mine was gradual, and it started with the crown of my head, and it started when my son was 3 years old.
Wow.
Yes, and so I started wearing wigs and weaves and topical stuff. I went to the dermatologist, all of that. And so in 2006, well, let me say this, my self-esteem was wrapped up in my hair. And we hear that your hair is your crowning glory and all of that. So I felt ugly. I would never let my husband see me without a wig. And so he would say, well, Adrienne, why don't you try this wig or this color? And I took that as, you don't think I'm pretty.
Aww.
And so he actually caught me in the bathroom one day without a wig on. And I almost freaked out. And he came over with a brush. And I laugh about this too, because I called it my Bozo the Clown look. I had hair around here, but nothing up here. So I'm in the bathroom. He comes in, I'm like that. And he took a brush and he started brushing the little bit of hair I had left. And he kissed my top of my head. He said, Adrienne, I didn't marry you for your hair. I married you for your heart. So in 2006, we're on vacation, and I had on my vacation wig. And we were in Atlanta on layover at Atlanta Airport. I had a magazine, I believe it was Essence magazine, and there was a woman in there. Her name is Sheila Bridges, and she was, or is, the premier interior designer. She's won Interior Designer of the Year, African-American woman. There was a full-length picture, and what caught me, Audrey, was that she was bald.
Okay.
And in the caption, it said that she lost her hair in 3 months to alopecia. And she said, but my self-esteem is not wrapped up in my hair. Right then, again, one of those aha moments with the Lord. He said,
right to you.
Yes, he said, when are you going to realize that you are beautiful, embrace who you are, and I have a purpose for you?
Yes.
So what I did, I told my husband, I'm going to shave what little bit of hair I have left. And I'm going to live bald. And he said, do you really want to do that? Because people can be so cruel.
Yep.
And I said, no, I've got a message. So I put together a brochure about alopecia. And we had a church meeting, and my husband talked about me. He said, I want to share with you about my wife and her issues that she has. And I want to reintroduce you to my wife. So I had a scarf on. I came into the sanctuary. I took the scarf off. And people started cheering and clapping and crying.
Wow.
And I had a professional man, he's a profession in the school system. He came up to me and he said, Lady AJ, he said, you don't know how this is helping me, because he had issues with male breast.
Wow.
And he said, I always felt so ugly. And he said, but you're helping me. And so the newspaper did an article on me, the local newspaper, and I had people emailing me from around the country saying, you don't know how much you've helped me.
That's amazing.
Yes, and so I love it. I love rocking the bald. If I want to wear a wig, I'll wear a wig. And I'm free. That's the thing.
Definitely.
I am free.
Yes.
And so, I just thank God. And thank you for the compliment.
Yes,
thank
absolutely. You. I'm going to get mine shorter and shorter.
Okay.
One day we're going to meet me.
Come on and join me. Yeah.
Production Plus Productions and BAC Charitable Organization presents King of the Ring, the Best in Boxing, Series 4. Elite Style Boxing coming to you live just like the pros, Saturday, November 14th, 5 p.m. at the Cleveland Masonic Auditorium. The Audrey Wiggins Show is a proud sponsor. Get tickets from our website or visit kingofthering.us.
When it comes to healthy eating and healthy lifestyle, we really have to look at what motivates us to do what we do. And I had a serious food addiction.
Okay.
And so I had to look at my life, and the first thing I tell people is you have to face the facts. I'm unhealthy, whether it's from eating or drinking or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm unhealthy, I have to face that. And then you move into forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself. Quit beating yourself up.
Okay.
Maybe something happened in your childhood or whatever. I was molested as a child. Mm-hmm. And so I had to go back to my childhood and deal with some things. And I had to forgive that person. Yes. Not that I had ever had to have them in my life again, mm-hmm. but I had to release that. So you face the facts about what's going on, seek forgiveness for yourself, or maybe you've offended someone and it's been eating at you.
Yes.
So you move into forgiveness, then you get focused. What is it that I need to do? What type of healthy eating lifestyle do I want? Do I want to be a vegan? Do I want to still eat meat? Do I want whole foods or whatever? Mm-hmm. You figure that out. Okay. And then once you get focused, then you can move forward. Mm-hmm. Now you can go through the 4 steps and get to step 4, go back to step 1, whatever. But again, I talk about that in the book. Okay. And so it's a daily process.
That's awesome. So if someone wanted to get in touch with you for a one-on-one coaching session, or you do groups?
Yes, I do.
You do groups as well.
Yeah.
How would we get in touch with you?
You can email me at itsrawlicious.com, or you can, my email address is Adrienne@itsrawlicious.com. Okay. And then my telephone number, can I give
Sure,
that?
absolutely.
Okay, 330-353-4879.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Adrienne, if there's anything else that you want to leave us with, otherwise our time together has come to a close at this moment. Yeah. We're on to the next step after this. But if there's a closing message that you'd like to leave, or
I would.
Please.
I want you to know that whatever's happened in your life up to this point is to prepare you for what is to happen next in your life. And understand that you are a multi-millionaire. And why I say that is because I did the research, and our bodies, with our organs, our skin, our hair, everything, the immune system is worth over $45 million.
Wow.
And so if you look at that, God already prepared you to walk in greatness, and you're wealthy, and you have to change your mindset. And with this $45 million temple, it's time for us to take care of it like we're supposed to. If you had a Lamborghini, and I don't even know how to spell it, but I know it's an expensive car, you would put the right things in the car and maintain it so that it would have a long life. I desire that you have a long life and walk in health. Take care of this multi-million-dollar body. Keep it simple, and you can do it. And thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes, thanks for coming by again. You're welcome.
Oh,
thank you for your life.
Thank you.
And you take her message to heart and get in touch with her. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.